So first and foremost, hi everybody, I'm Christian, and Alessandro, I believe we met last week. Ria and Ahmed, we didn't meet, but this is basically going to be an overview of the SEO tasks that I'm going to do during this internship. It's quite straightforward, and I'll share my screen and kind of go over it with you guys right now. All right, fantastic. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, we can see your screen.
Okay, excellent. So basically, every week or every 2 weeks, depending on your schedule and how many articles you're willing to work with, you'll be getting a list of links in your email inbox. And basically from there, you'll click on the link. And for example, here, this is one that the SEO isn't too good on. You'll log into the account that will be provided to you with the login. And then once you're in, you'll see something as so. So you click on the article, you'll head over to edit post, and you'll be taken into the WordPress backend. Now, a lot of the options that are present on mine will not be present on yours. Yours will be an SEO account strictly. So you will be seeing this part, the Yoast SEO window, which as everything's loading, it's bouncing the page around. But as you can see here, right now, the SEO rating Yoast is giving it is a orange, which isn't terrible, but we're aiming for green on most of ours. It gives you a pretty handy tool that tells you everything that's wrong with it and what you can do to improve. So for example, key phrase in the introduction, that is something that we're not going to be worried about because it alters the actual text of the article, which we do not want to touch. All we're really looking to do is change some of the tags for the website SEO, alter the focus key phrase potentially, the meta description, which is here. Another thing that we will be working on is the featured image tags. This one, it has it. And but easy way to do that is by clicking on the image itself. And it'll show you here the image that was attached, the alt text related to the image, title and the caption, etc. Alongside this Yoast SEO stuff, there is an intern guide, and it kind of goes over the reasons and the places where the meta description, slug, the title, and whatnot are going to be. The slug actually is something that, again, we do not want to touch as it alters the link of the article. But does anyone have any questions or anything they'd like me to expand on? I know this is kind of rushed. Apologies, the police just walked in here. But okay, yeah, does anyone have any questions?
I guess we can also share the recording as well of this meeting, can't we? So it's there again.
No, definitely. And there's a handy guide if I can get this tab closed here.
So, oh yeah, you've got it there.
Yeah, here's the guide as well that can guide you. Kind of expands on the reasons for altering what parts of the SEO, how it improves the search ranking. And this will also be linked to you.
Great. So what we can do after this call, I think, or do you want to put a link to the tutorial in the chat now, I guess. If people want to, they can jump straight in and have a look.
To the guide itself.
Yeah, and we can share that link as well afterwards along with the recording. Aside from that, I guess what we need to do next is Christian's going to set everybody up with a profile so you can access the back end. And then email that across to everyone. And then I guess you just need to let Christian know in WhatsApp, what your availability is. And on the basis of how much are you thinking per piece? About half an hour per article. Christian will just send across, the relevant number of links. And then I think it's really just about the group chat, figuring stuff out together, asking Christian questions when need be, and us setting up some regular meetings.
Absolutely. And in the chat here, I sent over my WhatsApp details and my email, so we can get the group going.
Great. Okay. That's fantastic. So does anyone else have any questions? No? Great. I'm really concerned that Christian needs to get going quite soon.
No, I have some time here. The security guard or whatever, he's not concerned.
I have a question.
Hi,
It's Eli.
Hi, Ellie.
Yeah, I have a question that when we are going to practice what we are now learning.
Oh, okay. That's actually a really good question. So I
Really,
can provide
I
actually.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry. Go.
I can provide some articles that are actually unlisted from the website if you'd like, and you can play around with the SEO on them until you can get the Yoast function to show green smiley faces for the majority of them. Now, there's some that, of course, don't matter because they affect the actual article or the slug themselves, like we touched on previously. But if that's something that would help you feel more comfortable with the process, that's absolutely.
Yeah, it's a great idea. And when we say the slug, what that means is the slug is what the URL, the actual name of the page is connected to. So even though you'll find a lot of our SEO rankings give the slug a really nasty red, we don't change it because it's probably been promoted on social media or in a newsletter or something. So we can't go changing things again. Sadly, it just means actually there's a real challenge to get it right the first time going forward. But aside from the slug, so when you see a red for the slug, just try and let it go, not focus on it. That's what we do. It's the other stuff that we're trying to improve. And it makes a huge difference, doesn't it, Christian? I mean, I think in terms of our rankings, we went up by many zeros of a percent when we started this exercise less than a year ago.
No, absolutely. It has a significant impact on search results, that's why this is important.
Yeah. So as you guys get the hang of it and you start to, actually deliver those improvements, do make sure that you've checked in with Christian about, measurable rates, because that can go on a CV and a reference and endorsement from us, which says that you helped pages go from ranking, X to Y, and that, viewers to the website increased by a certain percent thanks to the work that you contributed to the SEO platform.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a fantastic point. Benchmarking will be done throughout the length of this internship, so it's definitely something you guys will be able to brag about afterwards.
Yeah, make sure you brag about it. Okay. Any other questions? Ellie, did you have any others?
No. It's only one question.
Okay, great. I think probably it's about diving in, isn't it, Christian? And then as you get used to it, that's where the questions really come up, especially when you've kind of rephrased something, 3 times and you're still really struggling. Sometimes it's really about actually reducing the number of words, isn't it, down to as few as possible.
Yeah, exactly. And there's a lot of good resources that I'm going to link as well that go over in depth, way more in depth than I could possibly, but over the right amount of word count for certain meta descriptions or tags, etc.
Yeah. And other little tools or techniques are to be always using an active tone. So keeping it as brief as possible and as to the point as possible and as straightforward as possible when it comes to those meta descriptions. And then every now and again, I think everyone's going to come to Christian and say, I cannot make this better because it just doesn't work otherwise. And we'll go, don't worry. Like,
Yeah.
thanks so much for trying. That's fine. We've got it as good as we possibly can.
No, absolutely. And in the chat, there is my WhatsApp information and my email address. So we can get this group chat going after this meeting. That'd be fantastic.
Okay, brilliant. Anything else from anyone else? No? Okay, well, that's a really lovely short meeting. That's fantastic. I will send the send the recording out to everybody. And Christian will send out your access details and your and the link to the tutorial. And we'll get this show on the road. And just always stay in touch. Like, always let us know if anything's becoming, you know, confusing or difficult. I think that's pretty much it, isn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah, usually,
Like to know more, do more, just always let us know.
no, well, one more thing is usually we try to aim for bi-weekly meetings.
Yeah,
So just
exactly.
as a catch up, if any questions, comments, concerns that can't be addressed over the WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. That's a good point. We'll get
great,
those
yeah.
diary. And I think Christian, are you finding that a Tuesday is good for you?
I'd have to go back and double check. It's constantly changing at the moment.
Okay, you go in, have a look and see when a regular meeting would be the safest to try and organize everybody around, and we'll put those to the group and see which one works best.
Absolutely. And, you have a question? It's not letting. Oh, there it
Yeah,
goes.
I have a question. Before the next meeting, so we should go and practice what we show now in this. Sorry for bothering with the sound. Oh, okay. So after, before the next meeting, we should practice what we learn now, and we saw now, or what shall I do before the next?
Well, before
meeting?
the next meeting, I'm going to send you a link where you can activate your account with. And then
Okay.
if you don't feel comfortable jumping right into the articles, I can send you a practice one where you can play around with the SEO and get the hang of it. But
Okay.
for the next meeting, yeah, we're going to be getting at least 10, 15 articles done each.
Okay. So I will have access to practice a bit of SEO.
If you would like, yes, I can provide you with a sample article.
Okay. Amazing. Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Absolutely, no problem. Okay, fantastic.
That's great. Great meeting, everyone. Well, listen,
Yeah,
thank you so much. We'll be in touch again soon, and do what Ellie did and just, ask anytime if anything's not making any sense. All right, guys. Thank you so much again. We'll speak again in a couple of weeks.
Absolutely, thank you. And please be sure to write me after this meeting so that I can get all your information down.
Okay, great. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye.